So who remembers where we left off?
All fucked up.
People being hauled off to jail and shit.
Couple dead officers.
Couple of dead cops.
Indeed.
Some kind of weird orgy on Valley. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody had a creeping
Wanted
finger.
murderer getting
Watch
questioned,
out.
be like, hey, we want to go downtown and ask questions, versus a guy saying, I'm calling the media because this shit looks illegal, getting fucking handcuffed, fucking thrown behind his back. That's what I remember.
So Valley and Tavor are being taken away. Darius, you have seen it. Sue, you're back at the shop. Where's Anton?
He hasn't been introduced yet.
I'm not
No, he
in the
hasn't.
game yet.
Well, right. I'm wondering where you were intending to be.
Swear,
I
if you
mean-
say on the dark web looking to help out fucking criminals, I'm gonna fucking slap you.
No. I don't know, man. I hadn't.
I seem to remember something about a barn being drunk, but
Sure.
really?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
That's as good a place as any to start off a fucking creepy ass on the take lawyer.
Okay. All right. I'll get back to you in just a minute. What is Darius doing?
Well, last time he sent the video that he took off to Leo, well as sending it to the media of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Did talk to Sue about delving deeper into the charges, which I think she found some info on. When and where they originated from. Wanted posters. Right now he'll pipe up because Valley still has his earpiece. They missed that.
Yes.
He's going to kind of conceal that he's talking to him. I need to contact you some legal representation.
No, I'm good.
Proceed.
I can't hear what you just said.
How should I proceed?
Change the code on the ship.
Oh, it's changed.
Prepare it for departure. Make sure the resources are stocked. I can keep track of everybody. I mean, you know where I'll be.
And Tavor, apparently. Yeah, so he's going to end up waiting till things kind of clear out, since they seem to have the people they're looking for. And obviously there's some crime scene stuff that's going on. And he'll wait for a good time to approach and enter the ship.
Okay. It's going to be a while because they have coroners and homicide on site. to deal with the dead police officers. They're cordoning
With
off
the
area.
aggressors, the attackers of the situation. Yeah. Self-defense.
Like, as in waiting a day or more? Or hours wise?
That's what it is.
Tastes like mash.
Are you actually going up and asking, or?
So here we go. Darius he'll come up. He'll look for somebody who looks like he's in charge, because I don't know if it's the same guy that he spoke to before or somebody else showed up because of what happened.
It's going to be a different guy.
Okay, be like, so he'll approach him and be like, "Hey, I'm looking for the owner of the ship, because I helped the guys earlier because the turrets were going a little wacky. And I'm trying to see if I can find some work and maybe help repair this so those weird glitches don't happen anymore." Seemed like a prime opportunity.
At this point, I'm fairly certain that the owner of the ship may have been involved with what happened here earlier. Other than that, I couldn't really say. You may check with the dockmaster, and they may have records, but yeah, I'm just here to deal with the investigation. So
I'm not looking to intrude on anything. I'm just seeing how long this will take and whether or not the other guy was the actual owner of the ship or not. So if I come back here later, I don't want to cause any problems or get hassled later if I come to check on the ship and see, or whoever's in charge of it. Guys got to eat. Guys got to make money.
Sure. I mean, once the investigation is done, we'll determine what's going on with the ship. But at this point, I can't speak to an ongoing investigation.
All right. I guess since it's kind of up in the air how long it's going to take here, I'll try back later. I just don't want to get hauled off or get accused of anything, because tension seemed a little bit high a few moments ago. It was pretty chaotic.
That escalated rather quickly. So,
Right.
all right.
Guys, to it.
Give me a notice roll.
And that's what, wisdom?
Mm-hmm. Okay. From your understanding of police procedures, they seem there's a word I was just thinking of. Very professional and efficient.
Okay.
So
He'll probably check back in a few hours to see how things are progressing. but I have to think about what to do next.
Dvor, give me a physical save. Oh, you failed. Okay. As he's getting into the vehicle to be taken down to the police station, he hits his head on the doorway and is knocked out.
Savage.
He's focused on doing his psychic stuff and isn't paying attention.
Oh shit. Good thing I have battery backup.
Did you just lose power?
Yeah, I got battery backup on my router and on my computer. Yeah.
Power come back on?
Yeah, it did. But it was just kind of, I heard everything kick over and I was like, oh shit. Oh yeah, I got everything. We're fine.
Nice. Sue, you're back at the shop. Are you doing anything other than working on the schematics with Leo?
I already passed the information to Darius about the wanted posters. So basically, I was going to check in with Darius, see if there's anything else that he wanted Sue to take care of. And keep working on the schematics. And hopefully, I don't know how much time has passed and how much time is left for Leo to install the finger.
Well, I mean, it's only been a couple of minutes, really.
Well, we went on that trip to the, so it's been a few hours since.
Right. So you had left and come back since the end of the last session, though. It's only been a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah. No, I understood. I meant time frame in how much longer it'll take to get the finger installed.
Originally, it was stated that it was 3 days in order to get done. It's been 3 hours and some change since the time we went on the trip and came back.
It was going to take 2 hours with both Darius and Sue helping.
So the schematics are basically done, but it's still going to
2
take,
days.
It's still going to take time to basically disassemble your hand and install the upgrade.
Okay, well, that's all we're working on and checking in. So, Darius, do you have anything else for me?
Not at the moment. Things have gotten a little sticky, and hopefully we can keep you out of it.
Sticky
I'm kind of
how?
out of it. Valley's been arrested.
What? What?
Misunderstanding. And some dead bodies, and
Dead bodies?
not his.
Do I need to
It was
go
a bit
burninate
chaotic.
people?
No. That would actually make things worse. So if you can stay isolated from everything, I can stay as removed as I am and still try to. I'll relay you information when I get new information, or show up at Leo's shop.
Are you sure I shouldn't burninate all the heretics?
Probably not, since I don't know what heretics are.
Okay.
Regards to-
Prank caller. Hang up real fast.
I'll stay here, but let me know what I can do to help.
I will definitely do that. Quiet at the moment.
Okay. So Valley, You and Tavor arrive at the precinct, and with Tavor passed out, they're going to carry him into the med bay, and they're going to escort you to an interrogation room.
I'm going straight to an interrogation room?
No, they're going to take you through booking first. So they'll do the whole fingerprint, ID. Are you resisting at all, or?
No.
Okay. So that's going to take a little while. So Anton, you're sitting at the bar drinking.
Okay.
And you get a message on your compad.
All right.
It is an official letter from the Department of Justice of notice of disbarment.
Huh.
Hence the reason why you're in a bar drinking.
Right.
I'm not going to make you do a notice roll on this. You can hear some people talking in the background of an incident that was going on a few minutes ago down at the docks, where a pilot killed 2 police officers. Hey, Bender.
Okay. No. I'm a disbarred attorney. I can't do fuck all for anybody. Okay.
I had to come up with a reason for you to want to leave the planet.
Okay. But I mean, now I have no way. Literally, why would I walk into a jail after I just got disbarred? Because I'm probably going to be walking into jail after him with cuffs on. As a prosecutor who got disbarred.
So how quickly do people become aware of a lawyer's disbarment?
If it was a prosecutor, I'm pretty sure it would go through the reels like damn near instantaneous. Because everybody would know about it way before the actual disbarment proceeding, because there would be a big trial.
Before he would.
Yeah. There would be a big trial
Especially
about
being
it.
an assistant DA.
Okay.
I was thinking more along the lines of like, maybe I didn't get off one of the guys that paid me a lot of money to get him off. Maybe I didn't get him all the way off. Maybe he didn't like the rap he took. Maybe I got guys after me trying to kill me. I don't know. Or I was about to get caught, but I still had enough position and power that I knew it was coming and I could kind of push my way out. I don't know. That was the total disbarment, kind of like I
Okay.
wouldn't be able to do anything to help them at all, and it would make it worse. Like, hey guys, I'm going to show up to the cop shop. I'm disbarred lawyer.
Okay.
Maybe I could use a crony and like try to help them in some way, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't have any pull in the public that way, so my cronies would have probably just been like, yep, fuck this guy, he's got no juice.
All right, give me a second here. What I'm picturing is something like, are you familiar with the series Better Call Saul?
Yeah.
That's more what I'm picturing, but being the assistant district attorney, that doesn't work.
No, I mean, if I was somebody on the take, I'm still somebody on the take. I'm still crooked. So that's the thing, is something big like this that would come up and I could be like, hey. But this would be something that I would probably get most of the way caught throwing away shit because it's so public at this point. And that would be excellent motivation for me to leave. You're like, hey, here's the fucking key. I'm out of here.
Okay. It's not a letter of disbarment. It's the jury's decision on the most recent case that you were presiding over, where, wait, you're a prosecutor?
Yeah,
Or a
I'm
defense
prosecutor.
lawyer?
No, I'm a prosecutor. But I can do a quote unquote not a great job of prosecuting and get the guy off. That's the niche.
Okay.
Oh man, I forgot to submit this as evidence. Oh man, not stuff that's completely overt.
EPS report.
Yeah. Not stuff that's completely overt, but at the same time it's like you're mildly incompetent, but what can you expect? I'm a public employee.
Okay.
But I'm driving a Ferrari or something. Maybe my guy's fucking stupid. I don't know. He's
Okay.
driving a Ferrari or equivalent.
Okay. So yeah, it's the it's the jury's decision on the case that you were presiding over, and the defendant is charged with several different crimes, and they're going to be you were trying to give them ensure that they would get a lesser sentence, but they're actually being given the death penalty.
Oh shit. All right.
Whoops.
That could have ended up better.
So yeah, while trying to be incompetent, you actually ensured that they got a worse sentence, which was more incompetent than you were trying to be. That work better for you?
But court protocol would be I would be in the room when the jury read that sentence. So I would know, and I would just be like, "Oh fuck," and I would go to a bar.
Sure. All right. Whatever.
All right. So I'm at this bar drinking because I just got this guy the chair, even though I left out a whole bunch of stuff from the trial.
Yes.
All right.
Probably looking over his shoulder.
Yeah, I'm looking over
Seconds.
shoulders. Looking
Which
over
is
shoulders.
the back
why
corner.
you overhear the conversation of the pilot on the docks who just killed a couple of police officers.
Yeah. I'll go walk over to him like, what'd you say? Two people got killed? Where?
Yeah, there was this scuffle over on the docks. The police were there, and they ended up taking two guys away after one of them killed two cops.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have a job to do. I'm gonna go like run down to the precinct at that point.
Watch him run back in, slam the rest of his drink, and then run back out.
All right. So
I'm gonna call the district attorney on the way there and be like, I got another guy for the chair. I got another guy for the chair. Let me take this one.
That you're rather enthusiastic about that. You just finished a case. Are you sure you're ready for another one?
Oh yeah, for sure. The wheels of justice must keep turning.
All right. What's going on?
I just heard about it at the bar. I'm heading down to the precinct now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to the officers and see what kind of information they got.
All right. Well, keep me informed as usual.
Will do, sir. Will do. I'll hang up.
Okay. So, Valley, they finish processing you and get you into the interrogation room. Did you want to do anything through processing, or?
Nope.
Okay. So they get you into the interrogation room, sit you down. We'll have a detective in here shortly.
Red Bull vodka. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, we don't serve drinks in the precinct.
Yeah, you might want to get started on that.
I'm gonna need a drink after that.
So a few minutes later, a guy in a suit comes in. So, Mr. Valley, I'm Detective Jones. Care to explain what happened today?
No comment.
Okay.
I'd like to see the warrant for the officers investigating the ship that tried to gain access
We were granted permission to access the ship.
by not the owner of the vehicle. Therefore, the permission cannot be accessed in accordance with law. Now, the dock is docked as an international dock, right? And so it's an intergalactic vessel. So in accordance with intergalactic maritime law, what does it state for local authorities entering a vessel without the permission of the owner?
If we are granted permission by a resident of the ship, we are granted permission to enter.
That is a fucking negative.
We
The local authorities are allowed authorization to enter an intergalactic vessel by any resident on there. So technically a passenger can authorize you to enter a vessel that is owned by another person, is what you're saying.
if we're
A
given
passenger
permission,
on the vessel gave you permission.
if
who
we're
is
given
not the owner.
permission to investigate a situation and given
What
access to the ship,
What situation were you investigating?
we had a report of a rogue AI, and
When was the last time a rogue AI in the history was documented?
regardless of the
Regardless
history
of the thing.
of
So a wild goose chase tale of something so fanatical that you go and you get an access code of somebody that's no longer authorized to get on the ship, who no longer had access to the ship, a security code, and then try to enter it. Where's the probable cause and the warrant for that? So if it was an investigation and you were given permission to access that and you deployed 12 people to do it, therefore it must have been an action that was sanctioned by your law enforcement via warrant. So if there's no warrant to do it, and that person was not authorized access on the vehicle, he was not a resident. So therefore, it was an unlawful entry.
So understand the perspective of the officers that were sent to investigate. We send out 2 guys. They go, check on the ship, try the access code. It doesn't work. And then the perimeter defense lasers start going crazy. We've been told there is a rogue AI that is potentially on this ship.
And who
Suddenly
told you
there's credence to this story.
Who told you there was a rogue AI on this ship, and the same person that gave you access gave you an access code to a ship that didn't work? Okay, cool.
We were given access by a gentleman by the name of Linwood Brenton.
Oh, a former employee of a vehicle that is no longer authorized to get on. Awesome.
Former employee?
So, the access code didn't work, did it?
No, it did not. But again,
so I wonder why his access code didn't work, because he wasn't authorized to get on the vehicle. So therefore, your entry from an ex-person, so your investigation didn't even go far enough in order to achieve probable cause to get on there. Now, 2, with it being an intergalactic vessel, where does it authorize local authorities in order to enter that vessel?
you're parked on our dock. We are going to investigate.
When do local authorities have permission to enter the dock? In accordance with maritime law, what does that state?
You're not in space.
No, we're not in space. Just when you pull into a regular dock, if I pull into a dock in any port, it
Yes.
still falls under maritime law.
No, it does
for
not.
An intergalactic vessel.
No, it does
Okay,
not.
just like we. Okay, all right. So it does not. So your authorities have permission to enter the thing under investigation. Under what authority? Under the authority of a rogue AI when there hasn't been one in, what is it? It's 3,200. So the last documented rogue AI was prior to the Scream for the Tarian mandate when that came out. So over 300 years, you go to investigate the wild goose tail of a former employee that's trying to get retribution on there. Okay, cool. You need to send somebody down here that's going to be a lawyer on your side. Because right now, obviously, there's a minuscule understanding of maritime law, and with no search and seizure or no warrant in order to do it, sending 12 guys to activate the alarm system on an intergalactic vessel.
Okay,
Again, it
they
doesn't
only
matter.
sent 2 guys until the perimeter defense lasers went off.
So you sent 2 guys to break into a vehicle.
They're not breaking in.
they used an access code to a former employee that was not given authorization to enter the vessel. You think about this for a second. If someone gives you the code or key to something that says, hey, go in there and get this shit out of there, and you don't have permission to do it and or legal authority via a warrant, regardless of given the permission, that person was not on the scene, were they? So then the search and seizure of the vehicle was not authorized. If you are driving a company vehicle or you're in a company vehicle, you do not have to grant authorization. And then in doing that, anything found on there is dictated towards that person if that person authorizes it, not to the owner of the vehicle, i.e. if it was a company vehicle. This is a vehicle that doesn't belong to the individual who gave access, who did not have access permissions to get on the vehicle. You activated the alarm system on the vehicle, called 12 dudes, came outside the perimeter and attacked me. Okay, now with that being said, while I was on the phone with the media, tell me, where in just cause did you guys follow any procedure? Within what?
So you approach the officers aggressively.
I approached the officers from outside the perimeter. I never approached within more than 10 feet. Not only that, they never did acknowledge here. I asked them a question. They did not answer the question and said they didn't need one. I contacted the media. They attempted to detain me. I had a seizure. I came out trying to get my bearings. I was swarmed and attacked by others. So in the thing of that, trying to get my bearings to figure out what just happened from coming out of my seizure, an incident occurred from being swarmed by individuals of your people. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some evidence of this showing up. So, with that being stated, where is your just cause to go search the vehicle? And inside a dock in maritime law, you still have got to get authority and permission to enter unless someone is bleeding out and you are requested to come in by someone on there. Local authorities. Unless you're the military in international waters, but you're a local police station, so. Investigating something that hasn't happened in over a couple of 100 years, that somebody you arrested that was a former employee, this does not pan out well. They gave you permission to enter. That's like me getting fired from the police station and then turn around saying that Bob fucking stole coke out of the evidence room and then walking in another precinct, just coming in here with my access code and going in and searching all the shit. Doesn't quite work out that way, does it?
Well, unfortunately, even in that situation, we would still have to do due diligence and investigate.
You would still have to get a warrant in order to investigate the vehicle. And if you would have left, the alarm system would have went off. But no, instead, you called more people to access, and several times the wrong code was put in.
No, only the once.
Why did he get 2 bings out of game? Why did he get 2 dings?
One was the alarm system going off, and one was a thing from Leo.
Okay. Well, regardless of say, the next employee's code was entered in the thing that didn't grant you permission. But anyways, go get your lawyer. Bring me my Red Bull and vodka. Obviously, you're a piss poor investigator, and I don't like your tone.
All right, well, go ahead and take him down to the cells.
I'm not moving. What is your purpose of detaining me? Self-defense?
You still killed 2 officers.
In self-defense. In doing that, I had a seizure, and I came out of that, and I still have not been seen appropriately by medical personnel. So once again, you are not following policy and procedures that would be handled by any competent law-abiding officer.
I'm sorry, do you need medical attention?
As a matter of fact, I might, yes.
All right. We'll take you down to the med bay.
I'm not moving out of this chair until you bring me the fucking lawyer. Have a nice day. Your lawyer. Thanks.
So you're refusing medical attention.
No, bring me your lawyer.
So you do want
Okay,
medical attention.
you're not paying attention to what is being said. Okay, just like your officers went through and did not identify themselves to me and or try to find out anything about me. Instead, they were rude and tried to detain me and then forcefully threw me on the ground and took my phone while I was in the middle of a phone call. So aggressively asserting them. Yeah, okay, go ahead, be aggressive. We'll go ahead and add this to your list of charges here. Your list of charges for your precinct. In the day, I'm going to sue the fuck out of all of you.
So would you like medical attention? You have two choices. We can take you to the med bay for medical inspection, or we can take you to the cells. So you're refusing medical attention? I'll take your silence as a yes. Go ahead and escort them to the cells. Two officers are going to come in and carry you down to the cells.
Once again, laying your hands on somebody and everything else. Silence is not a commission of yes or no. This is what he's going to say. And you're escorting me out, and you refuse to bring a doctor. I did not refuse medical attention. I told you what I wanted. Thanks. We'll add it to your list of charges. And improper police procedures as well.
I'll have a doctor sent to the cells.
Yeah, once you have them fucking examine your head too, go to psych. Also, once you go ahead and have the chief come down here and see me.
He's going to walk out of the room and basically ignore that last statement.
Cool.
All right. So, Anton, you're headed down to the precinct.
Yeah. Gonna go get buddy, see what's up. Try to get started on this case. I mean, they're all gonna know that I just got some guy the death penalty, and they're gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, this guy just fried the last dude."
So you go into the front desk. Desk sergeant's there. Can I help, sir?
Let me talk to that fucking piece of shit.
Which one?
The one that came in with the special tonight.
You mean the guy from the dock?
The guy from the dock.
Hold on a minute. He's gonna make some calls. Okay. He's been taken down to the cells, so we'll get you an escort.
Can you get me an interrogation room with this guy? The private one?
I don't think so. There's been some issues. He's not been cooperative.
Oh, come on, guys. You know me. I'm going to send this guy up the fucking river. He killed two of your friends.
At
no
this point,
paddle on that boat.
At this point, I don't think we're going to be able to swing that. See what we can do, but...
Oh, come on, talk to your guys. He makes a couple more calls, and yeah, at this point, we're sending a doctor down to the cells to have a look at him, but they're not going to take him to an interrogation room. You got a private cell somewhere down there?
I mean, he's the only one in the cell.
I mean, is there going to be people around me listening to the conversation? Can we take him to DSEG or someplace?
Since they're doing the medical inspection, it will be a private area. Yes.
I'm going to go have a word with them down there.
Basically, it's the equivalent of the drunk tank.
Well, I mean, the drunk tank, you have a bunch of people down there.
Yeah, but he's the only one in it. So
It smells like piss and vomit in there, isn't it?
they wash it out.
Well, it shouldn't. I mean, he should be in the med bay if they're going to do med on him. But
You heard the conversation.
I know. But taking the doctor someplace that's not safe is way against prison policy.
If there's officers present, it's less. I mean, they're only going to do so much.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
regardless.
Yeah.
So you get an officer to escort you down to the cells, and he takes you to the door. There's the panel. Open it up, and inside you see Valley.
Doctor will be here in a minute. Heard you were having some trouble on the docks. No?
Oh, I didn't have any problems. Apparently, 12 individuals that unlawfully, or 2 individuals that didn't turn into 12 individuals, unlawfully attempted to enter a vehicle, which set off the alarm system. And then when I attempted to call the media, they attempted to come and assault me.
I'm ADA Anton Stevenson.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You know,
You're
if you
there,
got
cool. I would like to go ahead and press charges for the lack of warrant that was being held by the police to enter a vehicle by an ex-employee with an unauthorized access code that did not work, which they said they were given access to. So unlawfully entry of there without a warrant. Detaining the spaceship unlawfully without a warrant. Then coming and attacking me and taking my phone out of the hand while I was on the phone with Channel 6 News. Then detaining me and putting me into a seizure. And then when I came out of said seizure, I was bum rushed by 6 or 7 of their people, and my fight or flight syndrome came in because I was misoriented, and I punched 2 guards. Or police
Man, I would
officers or whatever.
love to hear your side of the story.
So, yeah, awesome. So we need to go ahead and get some paperwork drawn up on this and stuff, because
I would love to hear your side of the story,
sued.
but I have to take you back to interrogation. Can't do it here in front of all these folks.
Absolutely. I'm wondering why you, ADA.
I need to get you checked out by the doctor.
I'm wondering why you, as an ADA, is even down in the cell area and stuff, because as a prosecutor, they wouldn't even bring you down here.
It's a special case, apparently.
I guess so.
Hey, they wouldn't let me pull the chains, man. I just put a guy in the fucking chair, bro. I just put a guy in the fucking chair.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to the chair, but apparently these fucking inappropriate, brutal police officers that unlawfully acting need to get punished.
All right. Well, as soon as the docs checked you out, I'll meet you up in the interrogation room. If that's okay with you, we'll get your side of the story and we'll get this thing sorted.
I'll tell you the same thing I told the guy who sat me down, interrogated me for a whole 3.5 to 5 minutes before he had.
That's not a very good interrogation.
Before he had 2 guys come in and forcefully remove me from my chair and escort me down here without medical examination.
Well, I'd like to get your word on that and do it myself, if you don't mind. So we'll get Doc to check you out. I'll get the dossier on what they were trying to do getting into your ship, and we'll have a discussion. So I will let the doctor take care of his thing. See if I can get that interrogation room cleared with the desk sergeant.
So the officer that had escorted you down will look in on Valley. Did you want to go to the med bay?
That's my response.
Okay.
Take him to the doc, then bring him to me. Just make sure he can't have any fucking thing that he could say that we didn't do some bullshit in court. Cross your fucking T's, dot your I's.
All right. The officer will get you handcuffed back up and take you up to the med bay. And Doc will check you out. They'll clear you and take you into the interrogation room.
The special?
It wouldn't be an interrogation room that he takes it into, because with a DA and or a lawyer, and this is from known experience, you will not go into an interrogation
you wouldn't
room.
go in interrogation. You would
no
go to a lawyer room.
devices.
Yeah. Sorry.
Whatever.
There wouldn't be recording devices, though.
Sure.
No.
You're in a private room.
All right. Do I have the paperwork from what they were trying to do?
Yeah. So as he's getting checked out, you can go up to the detective or whoever, and they'll give you the paperwork from the interrogation with Snake, and the paperwork from the incident at the dock, and the paperwork from the interrogation when Valley was in the interrogation room earlier.
All right. All right. So I'll wait for him to be seated in the interrogation room, then I'll walk in after him. I'll dismiss any I'll tell everybody to wait outside. Or fuck off, because it's the lawyer room, so they're not supposed to be listening.
But they will stand by outside.
Yes. Because he punched 2 people to death.
Right.
They don't need a third.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. I see your name here is Valley.
Mm-hmm.
We got you owning a couple of mining corporations and conglomerates. A couple of other unremarkable things here. Why the fuck did you kill 2 cops?
Self-defense after coming out of a seizure and being sworn by more police officers.
All right.
After they put me into one.
Those guys put you in a seizure, huh?
Why the medical personnel were there.
And the other guy on your crew?
Which one?
The one that got brought in.
No, he's an ex-employee.
All right. The ex-employee, he got fired, so he's disgruntled. So he gave up all this shit, made up some stuff about an AI.
It looks that way.
Was he like a miserable old drunk or something?
No, he had a bunch of factory warrants that came out against him. Character knows that because it was discovered and told to him by fucking Sue and Darius. So he got released.
Yeah, he's
Hence
still down.
why his access code didn't work anymore when they attempted to enter the ship over an ex-employee's.
All right. That sounds plausible.
Yeah.
That sounds plausible.
Does it sound plausible that people would go and investigate a rogue AI that hasn't existed in like 300 years, 200 plus years, on a ship from a guy that came in with a list of warrants that was out
So
of
I'm
this.
going to break this down to you, man. I'm going to break it down real quick. Favor for a favor. I'll squash this shit. I'll get you and your boy out of here. What's his name? Tavor. He's in here too. I'll get you and Tavor out of here. Your guy can rot in jail with all his warrants. I need the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Not a whole lot of bullshit. I'll go with the you did self-defense. They fucked up your rights. They messed up the maritime law. This is an apple off a bad tree. We can't take it. Or what is it? The apple from a poison tree. We can't take any of this into
fruit
custody.
from a poison tree. Yeah.
Yeah. We can't take any of this into custody. All of this was bad. He was acting in self-defense. He was totally unaware of his surroundings. Doctor will, I don't know that the doctor can do anything to confirm that you had a seizure an hour ago.
No. Can't. If you suffer from epilepsy and you do have a seizure, the only time that you will notice that you're experiencing a thing is the dysfunction of the brainwaves during the time of the seizure.
But once we get gone, we got to get gone. I got to get out of here. Like, no bullshit.
All you want is off the planet.
ASAP, like now. No questions asked, off the fucking planet. I'm good with paperwork. I'm good with people. I can take care of you.
Self-defense, it seems like it is then. Well, as soon as I get to my ship, I'll be waiting for you to get on it.
One other ask. I got to make like I'm pissed off, like I fucking punched you. Take one.
Sure. Fuck you. Go get a real lawyer.
I'm going to punch this dude right in the fucking eye. Just a punch. Not like a kill punch or anything. Just a black eye punch.
Yep. All right.
Fucking eat shit. You're going to die, asshole.
I don't think you can hit me hard enough to kill me.
Yeah. Blah. Open the fucking door. Get me out of here.
Fucking brutality. Even the lawyers beat me. Look at you guys the whole fucking place.
Valley, you take a point of damage. I'm not actually saying you take a point of damage. It's a point of damage.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already marked it. Fucking point of damage. 1 point of damage.
You didn't say he was gonna hit that hard. Fuck you.
What are you talking about? I punched 2 dudes to death. Like you punched me.
A cop killer piece of shit.
Is my nose at least bleeding?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. That would explain the point of damage.
Yeah. And just like beat on the door. Get me out of here.
Actually, you don't need to. So as soon as you guys start yelling,
they're gonna drag me out of there. He's bleeding.
They open the door and see you punch me in the face.
Exactly. Yep.
All right.
Yay. Fucking bitch. Everybody in this motherfucker's mean and violent.
So yeah, Valley, they'll take you back to the cells. Anton, you're
restrained and hustled
look
out.
at the camera when I'm fucking leaving.
There is no camera.
In the hallway. In the hallway. Escort. There's always cameras to see when they fucking leave and fucking go places. And I'm just like, am I cuffed in front or behind me? Because if they didn't cuff me and I was sitting at the table, it would have been in front. If they didn't uncuff me.
While you were at the table, they would have escorting you from the cells. It would have been cuffed behind. When they got to the room, they would have recuffed you in the front.
Okay.
rushing you out. They are not going to remove the cuffs and cuff behind you. So you are still cuffed in front.
So when I look at the camera, I'm gonna point to my nose. I'm gonna point to the camera. What time is
While
it?
they're doing that,
I'm
Darius
gonna call
at,
the
like,
DA.
news
Hold on,
broadcasts.
too many people talking.
I need to call the DA.
Okay, I'll get back to that in just a second. Darius, what were you saying?
Just checking out, see if any news broadcasts or anything written in the digital papers or whatnot coming out about the scuffle, because I imagine 2 cops dying and video being fed to them and
I'm pretty
all
sure
kinds of
media-
craziness going on.
Media would have showed up by now. Shit. I had the drunk driver hit the telephone.
PR
pole. Media
nightmare.
would've showed up with the ambulance. That's the fucked up part.
There is a report of 2 police officers killed on the dock. The investigation is ongoing.
I'll contact Leo, see if there's any progress with the video that I sent him to making it look decent.
So what exactly are you wanting him to do with the video? You're talking about doctoring it in some way, but...
So one main thing, strip out the identifying data, the metadata in it, so it can't be traced back to me.
Okay,
Big thing.
that's easy enough.
And then just making sure it looks all cohesive, because it was all done while I'm trying to keep views and stuff like that. Maybe added some other video angles from people that may have put up craziness onto the web, from if anybody else got any views of it.
Okay, so you're having him scour the web to splice in other video.
Yep.
Okay.
And if that's done, possibly try to push it out as far as possible to get a lot of eyes on it.
Okay.
That's my intent with it.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
There isn't going to be a lot of other footage to splice in, but what he can find, he can work with.
Okay.
And then you want to just send it out publicly, or you want to send it to like a news agency? What's...
Definitely earmark it for some news agencies, and kind of earmark maybe some politician type folks that might not want to make a big political scene because it makes their job harder. Yay. Like that.
Okay.
Because when it gets to be a big, more of a hassle, especially seeing that angles, the various angles that were gathered, seeing that it could definitely be construed and may not come out as, like, beyond all reasonable doubt, create a big mess. Maybe it's an election cycle. I don't know.
Okay.
Gonna, putting it out to people that don't want a bunch of mess. And groups that would try to capitalize on it.
Okay. All right. And I can think of 3 people off the top of my head that you could send it to, like district attorney, the
Police commissioner or something like that.
police commissioner, and like the mayor.
That would be enough on top of media.
Okay. Do you review the footage yourself?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it before.
Okay. You can see that both sides have a legitimate
that maybe heightened tensions leading to some perhaps over aggressiveness, but also that maybe approaching and then being immediately trying to contact the media puts everybody on edge, on top of the crazy turrets going. It's a lot of chaos. And then the whole waking up on the gurney, getting swarmed, and then people die. Just a huge mess.
There's a lot of chaos, and like I said, you can see that both sides would have a legitimate case. So so you send that footage off. Okay. And I hate to just have Sue sitting there in the shop basically doing nothing. Is there anything else that you're wanting to investigate, or?
No, I mean, at this point, she's going to take all her direction from Darius, and he's telling her to sit still because she's... Go ahead.
After the main topic is taken care of, I'll contact Sue again. Hey, Sue, that information that you dug up on the wanted posters and all the charges?
Yes.
Can you coordinate with Leo to get it sent anonymously to the police department? Showing that, showing the data that you found and the origins.
Should I send it anywhere else besides the police?
No, not really. Just keep a copy of it, and we'll store it away.
I can do that. I mean, I could do a split focus, and well, that's for controlling. Well, she could do research, right? Split focus. And I mean, it's kind of a waste of something, but we're not doing anything else, and she could research martial arts while researching her finger while helping Darius. Just kind of to test her skills, because she's stressed and worried about Valley and Tavor, and I don't know.
Well, let me put it this way. When you level, what do you want to put points into? Do you want to put points into like a martial arts thing, or are you wanting to put points into something else? Because if you want to do a research for martial arts, then that would explain why when you level, you put points in that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't need you to make that decision right now. Just something to think about.
Yeah, I don't think I was going to put anything into exert, so probably still more building up, connecting and talking and programming, those kind of things.
Okay. If you're thinking of putting points into Connect or something, you could be researching how to have conversations with people, reviewing video footage of interviews or like movies or something like that, just to kind of get a feel for how people interact.
Okay. Yeah, probably watching whatever version of YouTube kind of thing is out there and seeing, you know, and probably checking around on social media.
Spoogle.
Space Google.
Yep. Space Google.
So would it be like SpooTube then?
No.
Yes.
Absolutely no.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
No, then
Not
she
gonna
doesn't need
touch
to.
that one.
Yeah.
Not gonna touch that one. I'm leaving.
So she doesn't need to split focus for that. I mean, I don't know how much more research she needs to do for the finger, or if it's just waiting for Leo's direction.
At this point, he's ready to begin the actual work on the hand. You can either be on the table with him working on the hand connected to you, or he can basically remove the hand from your arm to work on it.
No, she would definitely want to watch and learn about it, you know, so she can take care of herself, because who knows when they'll be able to come back. So, and she likes learning anything she can about whatever.
So did you want to have the hand removed and watch over his shoulder, or?
No, she'll sit there and help when she can. You know, if he tells her to hold something, or she'll be like his nurse in a...
Hold something.
Well, she does have the other hand.
Yeah. So, I don't know, you know, like when they say scalpel in surgery, you know, somebody's got to hand the doctor the scalpel. So she'll do that, and then anything else you might tell her to do. Do I need to do a fix roll on that too to help out Leo?
No. Okay. We've done enough rolls on that, so I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
At this point, it's just a matter of time. So,
I do have a quick question. This is Pookie asking.
Okay.
Should Sue go for the index finger or the middle finger for the torch? This goes to anybody. I think it was Darius, Knight, that suggested that I go for the middle finger.
It sounds like something I would suggest.
Think I should go for that?
Up to you.
Okay.
I mean, logistically, it's not going to make a difference. It's entirely a character decision. So, I mean, the other thing that you would want to consider is, does Sue understand the relevance of having that middle finger?
No, she would not. And
She's
so
British, so this is what she understands. You just got banned from YouTube in Britain. Sorry.
Oh.
Fuck.
No, so I think Darius would tell her to do it, and then she would say, she would go along with it because she doesn't know that the middle finger is anything at that point. You know, he might convince her that he thinks it's stronger or, you know, more effective, better reach or some craziness. And I think she would naively go along like, okay, well, you know, sure, that makes sense.
Game with that. She comes back, look, Valley, look what I got.
Yeah, so we're going to go middle finger
Folks,
because
a California howdy.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So
Okay.
you're going to start on that. That does mean that Sue will be out of commission for a while because he won't be able to stop in the middle.
Your arm's off.
my
Well, no,
arm's still on.
it's not.
I didn't opt to remove it. So
No, it isn't. I've had worse.
But a
Flesh wound.
scratch.
You don't have flesh.
I still haven't seen all of it.
Sorry. Netflix has it too.
I don't have Netflix.
All right, whatever.
Anyway, back to the game. So
This is you letting me down.
Yeah. You just delete her, Guido, real quick. Just delete it.
hey, Clank was supposed to show it to me, and he went off to game, like in the middle of the movie or at the beginning of the movie. He's like, "Oh, I need to go kick some ass." So
It was 2:00 in the morning. I was tired,
Yeah,
and I needed
that's
the game.
legit. There you go. Other than that, Darius will continue to kind of look for an opening to get back to the ship. And would there be a way to check any refueling or requisitions for the ship to make sure they were completed? I don't know if that stuff would be filed with the harbor master or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. You can check with the dock master, and refueling only takes like, wait, is it 2 hours or 10 hours? Can't remember. Regardless, the refueling will have been completed at this point. If you are resupplying, I mean, it basically refueling, if you are doing a full refueling, is done in 10 hours, and that includes resupplying.
Okay.
So at this point,
like,
the ship will have completed the resupply.
After verifying that, I'll just transmit to Valley, hey, ship is good to go. They're still kind of hovering around the area with the investigation and all that. I'm going to stop back by Leo's and I'll make sure everything's good there.
Valley, you get the transmission, but it is rather broken because you're in the precinct. There's a lot of interference.
Yep, good.
Oh,
Check.
okay.
Leo.
Yeah, stand by. +1. Ship.
All right, I'm going to head to Leo's and check in on things.
All right. You get to Leo's and you see Leo working on Sue.
Coming on there.
When you say that, you startle him. He was deep in concentration.
oh no.
No, he doesn't screw anything up. I didn't hear you come in.
You just got
Serious?
tased, bro.
Darius, I took your suggestion. See, I'm doing this finger, just like you said.
Excellent. That's perfect. Make sure you show Valley when we
I was going
meet
to
back
say,
up with
I
him.
can't wait to show him. He will be so happy.
Or we'll enjoy it as well.
All right.
And I'll assist when able or when needed. That process.
Okay. Like I said earlier, we've done enough rolls to make it successful. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to
I'll
require
just pick
any
up
more
where I would normally.
Oh boy.
Sorry. Sorry.
So
I
Valley,
still
they
talk to that
go ahead.
DA too.
Right. Yes. Let's go ahead and do that next, actually.
Okay.
So you call up your boss. So what's going on with that? You said it was the guy on the
That
dock?
double homicide? It's
Yeah.
fruit of the fucking poison tree.
How so? What happened?
They went in there with a bad warrant on a disgruntled employee. They attacked a guy that was coming out of a seizure. There's video recordings of it. We got to get this guy the fuck out of here before we get sued.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
No, it's actually horrifying. This isn't what I lost it, boss. I lost it. I'm not going to lie. Fucking punched that cop killer right in his head.
Wow. That's unfortunate. Is he going to press charges?
He said if he gets out of here, he's not. I'm going to get him to sign an affidavit that he's not going to sue us. But, man, I fucked up. But the officers involved also fucked up. And I don't know what judge signed this warrant, but he should lose his seat. This is all crazy talk. Rogue AIs on the word of some crazy old drunk.
Interesting.
Also, they encroached on the space docks, which is usually the Space Dock Authority, which is kind of weird for us, you know.
Actually, you would know that the local police do have jurisdiction over the dock.
All right. It's kind of like how the feds have jurisdiction over airports. It's not really they kind of separate that stuff out, but if you want to do it, all right. All right.
The local police are essentially FBI, Homeland Security, local police. It's they don't separate. I mean,
They don't have jurisdiction.
There are departments within, but it's all under the same umbrella.
All right.
I think it's different because it's not multiple nations there. It's all a planet-wide.
It would still be. It would still be.
Yeah, but it's one
You'd
organization.
still have
with
cities,
different departments.
city, national, and global.
Yeah.
There's still going to be different levels of government because that's how government works. That's the only way it works. It costs a shitload of money that way. That way they can. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that.
That'd be crazy.
All right. Yeah. That would just be stupid. Why would anybody? Oh, fuck. No. I'm kidding. All right. They went in there with a bad warrant. It's fruit of the poison tree. They attacked the guy. It's on video. He's trying to call a TV station and they're attacking him. And this is all very bad for us. Super bad PR. And I lost my cool because he had killed a couple of my friends, you know?
All right. Well, Let me send you this video that I just got, and let me know what you think. He's going to forward you the video that Darius sent him.
What's the video show?
It basically shows the entire I'll say altercation from Valley's approach to them being taken away.
Why were they? They had no legal reason to detain him in the first place. First off, they had no legal reason to detain him. I didn't see a warrant produced for arrest of the owner or anything like that. Secondly, they attacked him after he got up after at a seizure without giving him medical. There should have been an ambulance on site there within seconds. Procedure on this. This all looks very bad.
So there was actually an ambulance there. They did send medical.
Okay.
I
Was
think
that
they were
in the
gone
video?
for that
But
episode,
that's where he got when he came to, he was on the gurney, and that's when he came to and got up. That's where the other cops came at him.
Okay.
Yeah,
So he got up
unfortunately,
and then he
think
got tackled.
You as the player were gone for that episode, unfortunately.
No, I was here. I was just not paying tons of attention because I wasn't playing.
Yeah, he was waiting to get introduced, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. Sorry. He was getting tackled as he sat up on a gurney, it looks like. That's not a great look for the police officers involved. This is all really dicey too, with all of this coming from to be honest, a guy that's got a dozen warrants from 4 different star systems on him, ranging from everything from assault to rape to murder. Oh, he's trying to snitch out compatriots that I don't understand.
All right. Well, let the police finish their investigation and let me know. Let me know what happens.
We keep him here too much longer, he's gonna sue. He's gonna win a lot of money. I said we met him up.
Was it 24 hours or 48 hours that police can hold someone? I think it's 24.
Yeah.
It is
With probable cause.
with probable cause.
Well, you still killed 2 people.
In
Yeah.
self-defense.
You still killed 2
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, regardless,
There's probable
you can
cause
shoot
to
somebody
hold-
that
Well,
comes
all
into
right.
your house.
It's
and
well,
you
it's
don't get fucking. You
It's
don't have to go to
documented.
jail.
it's documented. All right, we'll give it the 24. This guy's not going to talk to anybody else. He won't talk to the sergeant. He won't talk to me. He's not going to talk to anybody. He'll talk to a high-priced lawyer, and that high-priced lawyer is going to cost us a shitload of money. I promise you that. You saw the tape, so did I. You can go talk to this guy, Linwood, if you want. Should I go talk to him?
That'd be an awkward conversation.
Well, I mean,
I really want to see that conversation.
Join with your phone so you can do both.
Normally I'd say yes, but in this,
I can do it. It's just
Please do, please.
no, this is going on way too long. All right.
Darius, release the tape to the media.
Okay.
He's
Out
frozen
of
as
character.
fuck.
We're
Look
on
at
the
Darius.
intermission screen here.
Okay.
Darius is like, he's
Uh-oh.
froze.
Yeah. Did we lose Darius?
Yes.
Damn it. All right.
Oh no, I moved. A lot.
Waiting for him to come back here.
No,
All right, you're
we
back.
moved. We're gonna be out of order.
Yeah, I'll fix it. But are you back? Can you hear Darius?
Yeah, I can hear everything.
Okay.
God. Just heard everybody talking, then everything stopped. I look up, I'm like, ah, crap. And then Zoom shut down.
All right. This entire situation was supposed to be a 5-minute discussion between Valley and the police sergeant that was there to basically say, look, we got this report. We came to investigate. We think it's bullshit. Let's just let us on the ship to search, make sure there's no rogue AI, and we'll be on our way. All of a sudden, it turns into this fucking mess, and I'm trying to get us back on track without...
Your problem would be the AI is in the ship's core.
No,
It's
No.
Sue.
it was
Sue is in the ship's core.
What?
You don't remember that?
She was never in the
No.
ship's core.
She put 40% of herself or something in the ship. I promise you. She
No,
put
we
her
didn't.
programming
We
in the
talked
ship,
about it.
so if she died, she could come back.
No, we talked about it. It was not actually done because we don't have the stuff to cut 40% of her off.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And even if that had happened, it wouldn't be conscious until the primary body is destroyed, at which point that new consciousness activates.
No, but I mean, if it's AI, it's just using compute cycles off this and compute cycles off this. It would be a stronger AI.
Well, in the game, how it works is you cut 40% off, it sits here, and all it does is receive Wi-Fi downloads until that's cut. When it's cut and this loses consciousness, it comes back after X amount of time, then that AI core comes alive. In accordance with what it states in the revised version of the book.
Yeah.
And also, can't have two of the same person at the same time. Otherwise, fucking, we have 15 fucking Sues.
Have armies of AIs.
Yeah.
Would be so cool.
So forgive me if I'm frustrated. Valley, I know you're frustrated. I'm trying to work with you on this. But when it went south...
It went south because nothing made sense. It didn't. 12 dudes also trying to gain access to a vehicle, also knowing the law of the shit because it was something that we researched about fucking figuring this shit out because it technically would fall under maritime law. So then Valley wanted to make sure he knew his fucking shit with having a business that goes fucking interstellar. So it didn't make any sense. And then the fact that I was cuffed for calling the media, and then with the dude with the warrant, they were just like, hey, you need to come downtown with us. He's a fucking got murder on his warrant and shit. You know, they were nicer to him than somebody saying, I'm calling the media because you don't have a warrant.
Again, since you had approached the police so aggressively, the police are then going to react defensively.
So their defensive reaction was to come exterior of their perimeter that I never encroached upon and stood outside of and ask questions.
They tried
Then they
to
came from
ask
there
you
to
questions, and all you're doing is being aggressive against them.
And asking him where their warrant was when they did not have one. So
Right.
therefore it was, it was an illegal action in which they detained me for that illegally without ever asking me my name until I mentioned my name at the end. So from there, with the escalation of stuff from there, because You can walk up to fucking. I cussed fucking police out fucking in December when Mika and them had the fucking accident, and fucking I didn't get fucking detained or anything because I told the fucking dude he's fucking stupid. You're not gonna fucking approach the fucking unless it's that action escalated my action, which said okay here. So then when I said, why am I being detained? Why am I being detained? Why am I being detained? And they send 6 or 7 dudes to detain me. Then, okay, now it's an escalation of fucking the situation. And I did expect fucking 12 fucking police officers to have more than 5 hit points.
On a level 1.
Yeah, I'm used to different HP rules, and I completely forgot about how HP works in this. And I did... when I saw, okay, that guy's dead, I'm like,
We got him, Bowen.
what?
We got him. There's Bowen.
And I forgot the system was
That's what I said, because I'm an expert, and I have 30 hit points, and I'm level 5, which means fucking with my constitution and shit, so.
Going down?
I was just like, okay, fuck it. But
there you go.
I was surprised that they went down. I didn't realize.
If it went fucking shitty, that's why I fucking acted as a fucking seizure first in order to fucking utilize the fight or flight syndrome fucking afterwards as fucking defense in case shit went south.
I think overall it was a lot of, because where you took Valley's approach to be aggressive, I didn't think it was aggressive, but I could see how after point defense was going crazy, there were tensions high already. So I can see that.
It's like putting a key in a car and trying to open it and it being the wrong fucking key and the car alarm goes off.
Yeah, but
except for this
instead of a car alarm, you have giant freaking guns pointing at you and waving
a fucking
everywhere.
Spaceship. There's pirates and shit out there. We're fucking. If they looked at the
but,
website, they would know we're a mercenary company.
Right, and a point defense lasers or guns or however they're used, what they can do to people, and if they freak out, you're gonna elicit a.
Yeah, exactly. But
I mean, you're lucky you didn't have actual military there after that happened.
Thank you.
But being that he was away from it, I can see them going out from their perimeter being crazy, which I can see confusing there.
Lay down. Lay down.
The whole thing, I can see it progressing a lot quicker, but I can see how it got derailed, especially with the fun monkey wrench of Snake going, "Hey, everybody!" So I think it was a kind of a rough situation overall.
Tried to gain access to a mercenary company's vehicle, and they set off the alarm system. Might be clue to back the fuck away from it far enough to fucking deactivate.
It was all kind of crazy. I can see where it kind of got derailed. I can see how it could have gone better. It was. I think we're now finally at a point where it can progress further, and maybe we can go hunt the other AI.
Because if I'm driving the vehicle and I'm driving down the road in Guido's car, and I get pulled over, and they'd be like, "Hey, I want to search your car," I could tell them no. It's not my vehicle. You have to come back with a warrant or contact Guido to get in the access to the vehicle.
Unless they have probable cause.
Unless they see something in probable cause. Just was within 3 hours of discussing with Snake's character.
Right. That's the problem, though. So they discussed with Snake. Snake tells them that there's a rogue AI on. Hold on.
So,
but
I got that part.
Hold on.
Before you go on about that right there, think of this: a dude with freaking multiple warrants for murder and rape and destruction of stuff and everything else comes in and starts talking about something that didn't happen for 200 fucking years, and says now there's one.
Right. They don't take it seriously, but due diligence, they send a couple officers just to check it out. When they get there, the alarm system goes off and point defense lasers are now active on the dock. So suddenly, hold on, Valley, just give me a second. Point defense lasers on the dock. Suddenly, there is some credence to possibly there is a rogue AI on the ship.
Being that maybe they're not that intelligent, maybe it could just be a security measure for the ship.
Yeah, which means they were either they tried to, what you left out was they tried to gain access with a code that some random fucking dude gave them to a vehicle or a place.
So point defense
So,
lasers are not something that is normally part of a ship's alarm system on a dock. You guys specifically programmed the point defense lasers to go off.
Yes.
That is something
while we received a ding. We received a ding, then we went and turned them on.
Right. So, okay, suddenly...
That's not standard.
It's not standard. That means there is credence to the story of maybe there is a rogue AI.
Or it's credence to the story that you entered the wrong access code to get into a vehicle.
Point defense lasers aren't normally active in a dock, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, they're not going to be normally activated in a dock, but you're also entering a mercenary vehicle who you went and read the website for.
If those lasers go off on the dock,
website.
you are going to destroy the entire dock. That's not something that is normally part of any kind of defense system when you're parked on the dock.
No, it's not. But it's also fucking not normal for people to go and fucking try to get access to a vehicle, regardless of the law enforcement.
It gives them probable cause.
They didn't have probable cause to go attempt to access the lock.
They had permission from a resident
who said he would. They had permission from a resident of the ship, who they interpreted as a resident of the ship. So when they approached it and knocked or saw that it was locked, they still decided to attempt to unlock it and enter. The resident is not on the premises. Can't call the police and can't go down to the police station and say, go into my house and search it.
Yeah, you can.
When it's owned by somebody else. So regardless of the thing, he gave them permission to search something that's not his.
They can't, like, a cop can't go and look for a hide key and unlock your door.
But if they're given the key, they can.
They can enter it if they have a warrant. Why do you think the police don't come into your house until they're invited in, even if they come to your house for domestic violence or any other cause? Unless they actively see something going on, he would not have tried to enter the building, regardless of the key or not.
Yeah. And the point defense lasers didn't go off until they tried to open
access the thing.
But hence, once that happened, when they showed up, I can see, because like he said, it would destroy the entire dock, right?
Yeah.
If those things started going off. So I can see the definite high intentions.
Destroy munitions, small munitions. They can't deflect this.
Right, small munitions designed to, small in regards to a ship.
Yeah.
Right.
So it would obliterate a person. Yeah. But I mean, it would be.
Because ships are designed a lot differently.
Because we're having to deal with a situation for a character that went and burned everybody on the thing to come back next 2 episodes later as another character. So we're dealing with the
hence my frustration here. The entire situation I was hoping would just be done in 5 minutes, and yet it gets escalated and blown way out of proportion. I was expecting you to have a calm conversation on the dock with the officer there. It was calm when I
asked for a warrant, and they said no.
And then it immediately explodes.
And then it escalated because everything they were doing was illegal.
So what?
Yeah, we don't need one. But the response of we don't need one, that was the turning point.
They didn't need one because they had probable cause.
What was the probable cause? That they activated the alarm system and had point defense lasers point to someone that was trying to access something illegally. That's the probable cause? Or is it the fact that the madman turned himself in and said there was a rogue AI?
So rogue AI potential on the ship goes nuts.
But I'm saying there would have been no probable cause for a rogue AI because for 200 fucking years there hasn't been one.
They still have to do due diligence and check it out.
So a couple of things on that though. They also had the website, so they would have known Valley coming up.
I didn't have a warrant, so
Like,
I didn't
hey,
have my
you're the
picture
owner
with
of the
squad
ship.
5 people. They would
They would have
also.
known. But I think that was things were going crazy at that point already. I think they would have known him coming up because of the information that was given to them.
They would have. Yeah. They would have known a lot more information. Like the ship doesn't belong to him.
Because he gave them the company website, right, with all of their information on it. So I think they would have known him coming up saying, hey, you're the owner of the ship. We got somebody downtown saying some crazy things. Come downtown. Let's talk about this.
But the officer on scene was not
Before
given
they ever deployed to on scene, they had that information. They
so
could've
were
just as easily
the
sent a
original two, were
message
they gone?
and said, hey, we want to talk to you. Can you swing by the police station? Then it could have been a 5-minute conversation. But
Say that
instead,
again?
they deployed to a fucking site.
They deployed to the site because of the goobering of the lock, right? I don't think normally they would have gone up and tested the lock. I can see some instances, but I think they would have tried to contact the owner saying, hey, meet us at your ship so we can search it. Or we got some crazy stuff. Can you meet us there? Because I get what he's saying. 300 some odd years, whatever. It's crazy. It's out there. Probably initially when they heard it, they're like, okay, wow. Well, we got to check it out because in the off chance that there's something there.
Exactly.
But I think they still would have contacted the owner of the ship, not just a resident, because it is a company ship.
Like coming in and saying there's fucking UFOs and shit in my backyard. Police come check it out.
They're not going to search a storage facility belonging to a company because an employee's there. They still have to contact the owner of the company.
When somebody broke the back window on Mika's
Or
Pathfinder
something like that.
in the freaking TJ Maxx parking lot, it took 2.5 hours for him just to deploy a fucking officer to get there.
But I think it was dealing with a rough situation to begin with, and everybody's like, what is going on? I think there on both sides, there was definitely, I mean, just like the video clips, both sides had legitimate cause, but because there was a lot of freak out because of point defense. I still think they would have contacted in a normal situation the owner, since it's a company ship. But once the point defense were on, I can see the militaristic or SWAT team type response. I can definitely see that. So tensions are high. He comes up and he's giving very direct and short questions and responses. So they're already on edge. I can see him going out. And then after that, it got crazy. The seizure. So as far as they knew, the seizure was real. So when he came back up, I can see the fight or flight response at least being used. And looking from the outside, from anybody else that didn't know what was going on, I can see that happening. So it was a bad situation. It got worse, and I think we're really coming out of it now.
I mean, how many times you see in video and everything else of people recording police doing stuff from outside of their perimeter doing shit and fucking not get over and forcefully done. And anytime it is done, then it automatically becomes fucking in the favor of the victim.
So one other thing that I need to remind you of, sci-fi fantasy.
I got it. It is a sci-fi fantasy.
I mean,
Hence on the thing of the sci-fi fantasy, why wouldn't a ship have fucking guns that can be used in case of pirates tried to gain illegal
in
access?
space, not on the dock.
But what happens when you park your ship? What protects it then? Obviously, fucking anybody can walk in and punch in a fucking code and just walk in your door if they have the right code. So Same thing as anything else. They punched in a ship.
Yeah,
So for
sci-fi
me-
fantasy.
For me, that was in the sci-fi world, I would think that a mercenary vessel would fucking be okay. And if they fucking reviewed the thing, they would have known who it was.
It wasn't originally a mercenary vessel. This is the ship that you got from
Yes, but it is licensed and registered to Valley for the company.
okay,
Point
but you haven't done
Defense,
any
which is-
modifications to it to make it a mercenary ship.
It is owned by a mercenary company.
So it's a mercenary ship.
It's straight listed on the website, Better Merkin. So we're not traveling around in a freaking thing. So what defenses? It's like fucking driving around in a car and taking it in to get bulletproof windows. You may still have a Honda Accord, but you just went and paid for bulletproof windows. Now I could understand if it like wasn't a spaceship that modified for this, and they didn't look at the little everything else that fucking been like, oh okay, cool, fucking. But if you turn around and look at Altered Carbon, they got shit that drops out the fucking ceiling and points at motherfuckers and be like, hey, please don't fuck up my bar. All we need is your DNA in order to fucking done. So, if you look at it like that, Valley was just going to call them and fucking have the media come out and get involved and fucking say, okay, this is an illegal activity. Why the fuck are you guys here? But yet fucking ambulance and shit fucking from the start of a seizure to there got there when I'm like, okay, and I've fucking been to many accidents and shit and fucking stuff. Plus I just had one in my front yard. The fucking fire truck got here, the fucking media got here, and then the ambulance and police got here. So I'm like, okay, that's how it played out in this one. The media's like, oh yeah, we're busy. Oh, this is a big fucking scene. There's fucking police doing an illegal fucking thing down at the fucking dock. Got called in, and then the motherfucker gets detained while on the phone reporting fucking something to the news agency. So, the fact of detaining him for being on the phone and being like, fuck, I'm calling this shit in because it's not right, forced them to act illegally to detain him because he never crossed over their line. He stayed outside. He asked questions. They got verbally fucking be like, no, they don't fucking no, we don't need one. Okay, fine. Well, I think you do. So here, let's call the media and find out how the media is going to react to this. So then it sets off the thing. Now we're not doing something by the book. So we're about to get in trouble. So let's get this dude fucking hemmed up and take it downtown before fucking shit goes down.
And had it remained calm, they would have been more
had they have
inclined
not
to have
fucking attempted to detain me and fucking come grab my hand, take the phone out of my ear.
I mean, it's a phone. I can see that.
That's when it became aggressive. When they attempted to detain, they fucking came outside to detain somebody that was reporting their illegal activities. Then it blew out of proportion.
Again, you're taking real world
okay, so
law enforcement. It wasn't illegal on the planet.
Okay, cool. So then I guess every planet we land on, we need to go research what the rules are for the thing, because I just assumed, since it's not in the book, base thing. But that's fine. No real world shit. Cool, got it. Fine. I got aggressive because they didn't act the way Valley thought they should fucking act. Cool, awesome. Well, they didn't react to the way I thought they were going to react either. And I'm pretty sure they didn't fucking think that Valley was
that was really apparent. I think it was expecting something and seeing a response, because yes, it is sci-fi fantasy. It's based off of something. People got these ideas off of something. They base a lot of these things off of something, and a lot of that something is real life experience and how things work. But be like, hey, and a lot of it was on the fly, so I can see, it's so, like, hey, on this planet, it doesn't work that way. This, once we have a report, we have to do this. It doesn't require a warrant. We came down here, we tried to do this, and everything started going wacky. So we came down here, and again, in the heat of the moment, crazy things happen, responses happen, and and we end up where we're at now. And it's tricky, and I've been in more than one situation similar to this.
So
You're trying to correct some goofy story stuff going on to get everything back on track, and I can appreciate both sides of it, really.
Well, in the future, you can have Sue research the pertinent laws of every planet we go to.
Our pre-docking procedure.
Pre-docking procedure is we're going to the room, find us all the laws and shit.
Make sure we're in compliance.
Yeah.
So we'll continue with Anton getting Valley off the charges, but understand my frustration. Valley, I understand yours.
I mean, I've had frustration with the episode before this as well too, because I mean that episode frustrated
when all
the
this
fuck out of
started.
me too.
Oh, the
With-
worm thing.
With the sand, the
He
ice
didn't understand the sandworm reference.
Yeah,
I picked it up
sandworms
pretty
didn't
quickly.
Make any fucking sense to my character or the purpose of even being there, or fucking with Clint even turning himself in with everything else, which then escalated me to develop a plan to figure out fucking what my character's next fucking development. Because I'm not playing this episode. I'm playing the AI fucking way the fuck down here.
He's trying to get to that
trying
point.
to
Yeah.
get this second AI fucking policed up so I can close this contract.
Yeah.
So now I got to figure out how to deal with this fucking
clusterfuck.
stupid shit. So it's
And,
like,
and
okay,
Guido's
so
trying to
here's the
orchestrate the
way,
whole
you
thing and make it
go
work.
Go to fuck. If it's not fucking, and my character's interpretation was, if it's not fucking legal, then you can't fucking do it. Come back when it's fucking legal. And be assuming that a vessel will be fucking placed on hold, not authorized to fucking leave the dock or anything else until fucking, if it is under investigation or a note or, out of game knowledge, they fucking knew who the fuck my character was from the website. Fucking somebody would contact the company and or me. Because, I mean, if they looked on the website and found out who I was, they would say I got a business on this planet too and fucking part of another business on this planet. So it's not, I got a listed number. Fucking, so there's a lot of other, their investigation was like, fuck it, we're going to go to Dock 26 and get this shit.
Well, if Clank or if Snake wouldn't have drank the frickin' crazy Kool-Aid.
So
if he gets me off the thing, I can't sue the fucking planet for fucking police brutality.
Basically. I think that's the deal.
We're gonna mock trial this motherfucker. I've been getting ready to mock trial.
No, I'm not doing that.
I mean,
No.
we spent fucking 2 hours buying 2 bikes. We Waffle House it up again.
No.
I
want to move past this. I mean, honestly, at this point,
And as soon as we get to the room, we got to deal with that shit too now.
yeah, I'm trying to deal with the repercussions, and I'm trying to keep the story moving. At this point, we are getting bogged down in legalities that don't fucking matter. I want to move past this.
So the question is, how do we get Tavar out of this? Because he has a warrant.
I think
He's going to be extradited to Tharoon for next episode.
That's going to be easy because
I think the information that Sue delved up will help with that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why I was going that route by disproving
District
those.
3 on Tharoon with the corrupt police officer. District 6 is the ones that we helped assist with getting this stuff out.
Yeah.
So whatever district released the warrant, that's why I was like, hey, it was District 3.
The fact that they all came out at the same time, didn't exist beforehand, and from the same planet, and because they didn't originate from the planets where they happened at, they all came from the one place.
Exactly.
Snake got shanked in prison because he didn't have a sniper rifle.
Yeah. So we'll deal with that. Basically, my plan is when Tavor is back for next episode, we're going to have that discussion. He's going to speak to an investigator, and hopefully,
Use
Darius.
his Jamaican accent or Russian?
Fuck if I know.
Down near the beach, man. That's what I was. I was down near the ice beach. I was looking at the sunworms. Or wait, you don't know about worms, so we were looking for the chromium.
But hopefully, Darius passes on that information of the warrants to Tavor, and it's basically just going to become a non-issue until you get to Barun, where there will be more going on, because there's more going on. But
we're just gonna fuel and leave. No one get off the fucking ship.
Make like a leaf and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Well, the only person left on the fucking ship is
A leaf on the wind.
So as long as Tavara stays on the fucking ship, the rest of us will be.
Did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah.
Because the black with their blackface there, we accomplished a task for them, which wiped under fucking black market, our little blackface area and shit there. We've already fucking sent the letter to the investigator and shit, who I don't even know if she responded back.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, but it's only actually been like a day in.
No, yeah.
Well, no, we sent it from the other station, so it was 6 days, the seventh day. It took 6 days to get here.
Right.
This is the seventh day.
So time to go through it and correlate it with the rest of the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Bob, just continue fucking
Hope.
delivering chromium until further notice. That's it.
So, unless you guys are opposed and actually want to roleplay out getting Valley off the charges, I am willing to just move time forward and say, this has happened. Anton has gone through the legal process, and
Offered
Valley,
me a plea bargain.
yes,
Plea bargain of self-defense as long as I don't fucking sue the fucking city.
sure,
Or like whatever. I was just throwing an example out there.
Yeah.
Because, DA always has their fucking shit with their plea bargains.
Yeah.
I mean, I've dealt with them, so I know how they act.
And if you step and don't actually step out of line on this planet because they're going to be gunning for you, should you? I mean, at least with the cops. Everybody else.
They'll know not to fucking punch in a code on my ships.
Call servers.
Guns on
right?
Valley next time. Please come with us, sir. Are you drawing down on me? Please take the shit off your hands.
And so unless there's any opposition, I'm
good.
Willing to move us forward to that point. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
I was getting ready for
Sure.
a trial.
We are not going through a trial.
Look.
Okay.
Jesus. What's wrong with you?
That's been too many hours in this fucking game.
I also had a pretty significant folder on trial.
So how
Lordy.
how long are you going to advance us, Guido? Or how much
few
time?
weeks, maybe. It'd probably take a few weeks, but
so basically next session, assuming J Red's going to be here, we'll have the conversation where he is going through the warrants and everything. And then once that's done, we'll basically decide as a group how far forward we want to advance.
Okay.
She
I'm
just
good
wants
with
to know if
that.
she's getting her fucking finger or not.
Yeah, just so I can do this all the time.
Hey, Valley, look.
Valley, I have a.
Why did you put it on
That's
that
how
thing?
we say hi on
You
this
said it'd be a
planet.
good idea.
So,
Please don't do that again.
all right. Did you guys have any questions or anything else that you wanted to bring up before we finish?
No, I was looking forward to the mock trial. I was getting ready.
You're gonna drive Guido insane with that.
Hey, well, here's a question: if we're docking to fuel, do we have to register, or do we just come into fuel and leave? So that will be a question for you. Then that will handle how long our stop is at the room, because it takes 6 hours to refuel.
It's 6 hours? Okay. I couldn't remember.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
You kind of split the difference. It's like 5, 10, somewhere in there.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be in jail for 24 hours, so restocking every time. You're only restocking 6 days worth of shit, so that doesn't take much. But the ship carries 30 days worth of supplies, so we can theoretically just.
If you are disembarking the ship, you need to register. If you are not disembarking, then you do not.
So, and then I guess before we leave here, I need a response from Special Agents. Fuck, I
Whatever
don't
their
even
name
remember
was.
her name.
Jones.
Special Agent in charge of the fucking investigation that we pinned it on Jack.
Send me a message in Discord to remind me, and I'll get that to you.
So that way I know if we have to talk to her anymore or whatnot.
Yep.
We sent that whole fucking long affidavit of fucking investigating Jack's fucking piracy.
Yep.